How do you get to be cheerful when life is hitting you so hard? How do you get to be joyful when everything around you seems not to be working? Good day, friends. This is Christian Bible Stories. We'll be looking at Proverbs chapter 15, verse 15 from the Passion Translation. It says, "Everything seems to go wrong when you feel weak and depressed. But when you choose to be cheerful, every day will bring you more and more joy and fullness." Message translation says, "A miserable heart means a miserable life. A cheerful heart fills the day with song." Easy to read version says, "Life is always hard for the poor, but the right attitude can turn it into a party." Bible says, "Be joyful. Rejoice, I say again, rejoice." One of the things that the enemy is looking out for is to steal our joy, because he knows that when he steals your joy, things become so heavy. When he steals your joy, he sends you into depression and weakness. And when you are weak, that is when you are vulnerable. Every attack will be easy to be meted out on you. And so it's very important that we guard our joy. That is why the Bible said in the book of Proverbs to guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. Be cheerful. How do you get to be cheerful when life is hitting you so hard? How do you get to be joyful when everything around you seems not to be working? Bible said, "In the presence of the Lord there is fullness of joy." It is knowledge that births forth joy. When you have the idea of who your father is, when you have the idea of who your Abba is, you notice that you will again be joyful. Because God told Zerubbabel, he said, "It's not by your power, it's not by your mind, it's by my spirit, says the Lord." So what is that mountain that stands before Zerubbabel? Be leveled and be made plain. If you know who your father is, that he can turn your days of mourning into your days of dancing, then you will be joyful. And that is why the only place to obtain joy is in the presence of the Lord, because the more you are in his presence, the more you become knowledgeable about who God is. And so it's very important, friends, that we guard our joy, we guard our heart. Do not let the enemy to steal your joy. If it means you dance unto the Lord, scream aloud with joy. Don't let anybody steal your joy, because you have a Father in heaven who is the creator of the whole universe. Why would you be weak and depressed? Why would you feel defeated? Why would your life be miserable? God did not create your life to be miserable. He actually created your life to be filled with joy and gladness. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord.